All right. Shalom. Shalom. I want to start off, of course, giving honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. That one is the elder apostle, Great Millstone, Brewer, and Teachwell. So I shall honor to you, brothers, with you sisters, by opportunity and listen and learning. And just getting right into it. Um, Title of the lesson, to continue, in that brotherly love, continue, in the midst of the brothers, And, without further ado, we just get right into it. This book of Psalms, chapter 133, at verse 1. It says, a song of degrees of David. It says, behold, how good and how pleasant is it for brethren to dwell together in unity, right? Because, dwelling in unity, in the midst of for the nation of Israel, dwelling in unity was, in ancient times, that played a big role in everything. It played a big role in how, the communities or the economy would, the whole trade system would flourish. It created, um, you know, um, it had, it played a part in the order of the wives. It, you know, dwelling in unity in the midst of the brotherhood. It played a big role throughout the scriptures. That's why the scriptures go into it so much. You know, um, that's man. That's what kings are supposed to do. Dwell in the midst of unity. That's why we see what's happening now with the current kings that we have now. Don't dwelling. Head against head. It's always some type of ramming. Against these different nations rulers. In the Middle East, over here in the West, we have. I mean, just division. You know. But I'm read this again. It says, "Behold, how good and how pleasant is it. I mean, how pleasant it is, like it, for brethren to dwell together in unity." It said, "It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard," and it's comparing it to an anointing. Which this is a great anointing. Because for one, we know, like once again, how Shai is causing division. Scripture talk about that house divided against a brother against brother, um, three against two, mother against son, father against daughter. You know, it's nothing going on right now, but more and more division. Breaking out. I just read an article yesterday that talked about how 6,000 about 6,000 people was killed and you know firearms danger, and it's only been 2 months. So this is all a cause of division, man. You know, but that's why it's beautiful. I compared it to an anointing because when people see this, it's not the same. It's separate from everything else. People don't normally see people, men rather, dwelling on one accord. So it's like it's different. You know, you don't normally see people dwelling on one accord in the way that you see it. Apostles, Great Millstone, and brothers of the midst of the camps, displaying it now. You know, but it says it is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard that went down to the skirts of his garment. But this for the Hebrews chapter Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 1. It says it says let brotherly love continue, right? So that's one of the things that we should be pushing ourselves in, commanding of the Lord, letting brotherly love continue, man. Making sure, speaking to myself for first and foremost, make sure you know what I mean, even little stuff on the side, like not just, you know what I mean, doing charity for a brother, but even like stuff down to like, contacting a brother every now and then, or you know what I mean, talking to a brother, you know what I mean, even like something like talking to a brother when your day is low, like you know what I'm saying, like you might be having a hard day at work, hit up another brother because it's good to talk about that, how you know, pretty much we all, the afflictions that one brother go through, another brother going through. So, these are, a couple of things that's beneficial to the body, as men of the Lord for us. It says, let brotherly love continue. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers. Well, let me jump down to verse. Okay, yeah, it says, be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. Remember them that are in bonds as bound with them, and them which suffer adversity as being yourselves also in the body. Right. So that. I mean, that's that's. Well, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So, let's go into something else. Look, First John to the 4 in verse 20. It says, "If a man say, I love Yahweh Shah, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love Yahweh Shah whom he have not seen?" Right. So you know, you gotta, hey, you see that now, like the various guys, you had guys throwing dirt on the name of High Priest Ariel, who just passed, stuff like that going on, like what I mean, not really respecting, you know, having respect, for the lower, ranking brothers because the proud of them that sit and what's how the scripture called like the chief seat, you know, you got stuff like that going on in the midst of these camps, and a lot of camps, you know, but we it's required of us to you know, continue to, do things like exhort, you know, several brothers, things like that. So it says, by this, it says, sorry, it says, verse 20 again. It says, if a man say, I love power, Yahweh Shah, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love the Yahweh Shah whom he have not seen? It says, and this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth Yahweh Shah loveth his brother also. So Lord, once again, Lord made it a commandment that we shoot forth that type of love and respect for brotherhood. You know, um, this book of Hebrews, chapter 2, and verse 17. It says, it says, it says, I'll start at 16. It says, for verily he took not on him the nature of angels, talking about Yahushua, but he took on him the seed of Abraham, right? Right? Because how did Yahushua come back? What form did Yahushua come back in? He didn't come back as a angelic, power. You know what I mean? You know, just he ain't come back. Lord ain't bring down a chariot and then Yahushua was beamed down from the chariot or nothing like that. It wasn't. It came in the form of a man, right? This book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 1. It says, I myself also am a mortal man, like to all, and the offspring of him that was first made of the earth. Right? And in my mother's womb was fashioned to be flesh in the time of 10 months, being compacted in blood of the seed of man, and the pleasure that came with sleep. And it says, and I was born, I drew in the common air, and fell upon the earth, which is of like nature. And the first voice which I uttered was crying, as fathers do. So that's how Yahweh came. During the time of the Roman Empire. That's how Yahweh came up on the scene. Dealing with his mother and father, Mary. You know, um, that's how the Lord ended up coming on the scene. Was through bearing seed. You know, it says just like we did. Came into the world through bearing seed. Through a lineage. It says it says it says it says verse 16 again. Hebrews chapter 2, verse 16 again. It says, for verily he took not on him the nature of angels, but he took, all right, because angels don't give birth by women, you know. It says, but he took on him the seed of Abraham, right? It says, wherefore in all things it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren, that he might be a merciful and faithful high priest in things pertaining to Yahweh, to make reconciliation for all sins of the people, right? So it behooved him that he will be made like unto his brethren, like us, man. Us brothers online, us brothers God fear the Lord, the upcoming brothers that's gonna come into this thing as time continues to and prophecy continues to align together. You know, that's how it pleased the Lord to come, in the form of a man prophesying, on the highways and byways of the earth, you know. With First Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 26, it says, and whether um it says, okay, I start 24. It says, for our comely parts have no need, but Yahweh shall have tempered the body together, having given more abundant honor to the part which lacked, that there should be no schism in the body, but that members should have the same care one for another. Right. Hey, because what you do, like when one part of your body is hurting, you tend to that part of the body. You don't go worrying about, okay, my arm is hurt. I'm gonna worry about my leg. I'm gonna patch my leg. I'm gonna put a band-aid on my ankle. No, you like, oh, my arm is in pain. I have to take care of this arm. It just like how your house shot pretty much quoted the parable dealing with, the man that had two sons. One son went away, and he left the one son to go get that other son, and he was happy. So it's the same thing with the body. Like if a brother catching hell, like what I mean, that that the Lord, put that spirit, that spirit of comfort towards that brother, you know, making certain things happen, so that that brother can be comforted in his situation, so that the body can be healthy again. This thing is about health, deliverance, man. Coming back to our natural estate, which is our kingdom estate, our kingdom mind, you know, um, the state of how we was in order, you know, we going back. The Lord got us going back to that, man. It says it says Matter of fact, damn, I gotta start up. I gotta start up. So I'm gonna start at damn, I'm gonna start at 15. It says I'm sorry, 14. It says, "For the body is not one member, but many." Right? Because let me see. I'll put this on time. Let me see. Because we a part of this body, man. You know, this is the book of Romans, chapter 12, and this is verse 3. It says, "For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as Yahweh have dwelt to every man the measure of faith. For as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office." So the eyeball can't see. I mean, the calf muscle can't see. That's the job of the eyeball. You know, um, the your hair follicles can't breathe. Won't breathe in oxygen. Like the nose and the mouth. All these different parts of the body have their own, offices in which they have to work to make sure that body is healthy. And we all, being made partakers in one same body, which is which is Yahweh Shai. And House of David come together. All these 144,000 men come together to make that one body. You moving in one accord. Which that's new. You know, because it's so much. It's nothing but division, division, division. So that's new in the earth. You know, I mean, not to we did it before, but it says back to First Corinthians 12 and verse 14. It says, "For the body is not one member, but many. If the foot shall say, Because I am not the hand, I am not of the body, it is therefore not of the body." I mean, it says, ask the question, it said, "Is it therefore not of the body?" And if the care shall say, let me read that again, verse 15. If the foot shall say, Because I am not the hand, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? And if the ear shall say, Because I am not the eye, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? If the whole body were an eye, where were the hearing? Beautiful, right? So once again, all of these different parts of the body play a role in how the body operates, not just one specific part of the body. You know, um, it says, um, it says, if the whole body were an eye, where were the hearing? And that's why these people are so out of order. Being detached from the love of the brother. You know, and being fulfilled with that love of the enemy. You know, because if you're not of this body, what body are you a part of? You got to ask yourself that. You know, so when and like I was mentioning, like these people are so you know detached from the spirit because they part of the body ain't working in conjunction with the outshides. So they just one single eyeball, one single hand, one what I mean, that their body is not to its healthiest state. But if the whole body were an eye, where were the hearing? If the whole if the whole were hearing, where were the smelling? Right? But now have Yahweh Shah set the members, every one of them in the body, as it have pleased him. Right? And um, it says, and if they were all one member, where were the body? But now are they many members, yet but one body. And the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of thee, nor again the head to the feet, I have no need of you. Right? I can't tell, brother. All right, brother, we already got four brother prophesying. You need to, skedaddle. I can't, tell them that because every brother plays a part in this body, man. We got to remember this about the elect. It's 144,000 men, 12,000 from each tribe in the midst of that, body in the midst of that. You know what I mean? Number of men who gonna be able to inherit, and build the first 1,000 years of the kingdom, man. You know, it says, it says, uh, it says, and the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of thee, nor again the head of the feet, I have no need of you. Nay, much more those members of the body, but seem to be more feeble, are necessary. And those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, upon these we bestow more abundant honor, and our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness. For our comely parts have no need, but Yahweh shall have tempered the body together, having given more abundant honor to the part which lacked. Remind me of the scripture we'll talk about how pretty much how you know slip my mind, but scripture dealing with like how um damn it's slipping my mind slightly. But it says that there should be no Lord will come back to me. It says that there should be no more schism in the body, but that the members should have the same care of one for another. So you know, um, you gotta have mindset of having care for every single part of the body. No matter what it is, like pain is pain regardless. Like, if you get a little cut on your hand, you know what I mean, that's still gonna irritate you because it's irritating the body. So us being on one accord, one little thing that can irritate one brother can irritate us all because we want the body to flourish in its totality. But we understand that it's don't flourish completely when we get the kingdom. But even on this side, brothers can tell like when a brother down. You know what I mean? Like you good, or you know what I mean? Like or anything like brother might be lacking on a little something. You might have to slide him a little something. You know what I mean? Like things like that. Like just doing what you got to do to keep the body well organized. Because if one brother lacking, that brother can go off. He can be lacking too much, to the point to where it's causing schisms in the body. He could be lacking too much. Like that's like you know, you getting a cut somewhere on your body, and your body not sending you the signals of pain or something that you got cut so that it can be properly taken care of. That if a brother, you know what I mean, part of the body ended up getting cut or something. You know what I mean? He got to make sure that wound is patched up because it can infect. In the midst of the body, affecting other brothers. We seen that happen a lot. With the various men that have fell out the truth. One little problem, and then it build up into a bigger problem, and now you got some big ass, waste of time, man. When the word could be being pushed. You know, but now you got to sit here and make rebuke videos on this nigga and shit like that. This is bless them which persecute you, bless and I'm just like I'm reading something else. It says verse 25 again. It says that there should be no schism in the body, but the members should have the same care one for another, and whether one member suffer, all the members suffer with it, or one member be honored, all the members rejoice with it. Right? So once again, all working one in conjunction with each other. You know, um, to for that mission. It says, "Now ye are the body of Yahweh and members in particular." And Yahweh Bashem Shah and Yahweh has set some in the church, first apostles, secondarily prophets, thirdly teachers. After that, miracles, then gifts of healing, helps, and governments, uh, diversities of tongues. You know, you know, we'll break it down to three. I'm gonna start at I'll start at 14. It says, I have written unto you, fathers, because it says let me see. No, no, it's like that's not it. Okay, so like this book of Church chapter 3 at verse 14. It says, we know that we have passed from death unto death, because we love the brethren. He that loveth not the brother, his brother, abideth in death. It says, whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer. And ye know that no murderer hath eternal life abiding in him. All right, because the scripture talks about that. And what was that First and Second Timothy? Talking about how nor adulterer nor fornicator, none of those things go enter into the kingdom. So we got to make sure that you know we fall in the line. Specifically order. And how we dealing. With the Lord. So that we can make our lot our seed don't fall in the midst of none of those things that's named like fornication or murder or adultery. You know, this is it says, but whoso hath this world's good and seeth his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth the love of the Yahweh in him? All right, that's why it's so hard for a lot of these rich men. Like the scripture talk about that, how hard it is for rich men, to do this thing, because you having the good of this world, what I mean, all the blessings of Esau's luxuries, what I mean, ooh, why 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 would you even think about helping a brother out? What I mean, when you too well off in your luxuries, you're not gonna see. I mean, you're not even, what I mean, that's not gonna be on your mind to charity a brother, because you're too busy, what I mean, dealing in the riches, dealing in those riches. It says, for whoso hath this world's good, and seeth his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth he in the love of the Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, and him? How dwelleth? the love of Yahweh Shai and right, because you know, he too focused on his riches to, verse 18, my little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. Right. So that's how we supposed to, you know, continue to love the brother, in deed, truth. It's one thing to say something, but the main thing for us to, be getting on is, you know, you know, deed, making sure, you know, holding our lot, towards that, towards, being charitable, towards staying in this thing, being exhorted, or exhorting ourselves, or whatever, our gift of prophecy is. But it says, my little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. And hereby we know that we are of the truth and shall assure our hearts before Him. Um, it says, for if our heart condemn us, Yahweh Shai is greater than our heart and knoweth all things. But that's pretty much that. Just continue, just someone continue in the love of the brotherhood. Things that we should look out for in the body. Etc. So, Lord's willing, let's edify our thought. Shall give me a spirit of lesson. Next time I say shalom, Bob, Bob. So,